What's up, guys? Welcome back to Discussings with PSA. We took a little bit of a period off there, but really there was nothing in the disc golf world worth talking about. But I have good news for you. We have finally made it. The off season is over. All-Star weekend is tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, and then we got the chess.com open next week. So it's
Let's
been a
go,
long
man.
time,
Let's go.
but we finally made it. We're going to talk about All-Star weekend. And then we have one pressing issue that we're going to get to first.
Certainly.
We're gonna brush on it. And you've probably experienced it before, but we're just gonna jump right into it tonight.
And if you haven't, it means you're one of them. So
You'll find out right now.
yeah,
So just to
which
jump
side
into
you
it,
reside on. So
yeah. So just to jump into it, I'll let I'll let I'll let Way go ahead and talk about it, but I'll introduce it. But we have hit our breaking point on the course. Um,
we're doing great things. Hold on.
in this, oh yeah, how can I forget? We're gonna start doing the
Just
disc
real
of the
quick.
day at the beginning. So Wade, take it away.
Eclipse 2.0, John Crush 2022 Signature Series, Envy.
I mean,
Beauty. Cherry red rim. Oh my gosh. Every
I mean,
color in the rainbow in the turtle. She's always up to bat. She's in the bullpen. So that's all I
does
got
it
to say about her.
does
Everybody go
anything?
grab everybody go grab the new Eagle Envies, man. They
Absolutely.
drop they drop as this video drops, probably the same exact time. The stores are going to be opening up at 8
Yep.
a.m. The Eagle Envies are going to be flying out the door. The Pixels are going to be out the door. And I tell you what, probably about around 8:30, 9 a.m. when Gabe and I are at Conicito tomorrow morning after we cop a couple seeds of our likings. There's probably going to be one of those in every person's bag at the course because they want to go throw them.
Absolutely.
I got to touch on one today. Little insight, dude. I haven't even told you this yet, but like the Eagle Envies are a lot domier. Like it looks like
Really,
almost a completely different disc. Yeah.
I like that.
They feel the same in the hand, but the palm fills in a little bit more of the disc. But yeah, dude, they feel really well. They're kind of like that in between the old really stiff Proton and the Proton soft version. They're kind of MVP's playing with a lot of plastics, man. They are. The electron blend on the pixels is completely different. I think they actually kept the firm the same, but switched up the regular and soft. So you guys go
Yeah.
cop one, man. It's going to be exciting. But that's the disc of the day. And the disc of the day today at the shops and online. Go get you guys some MVP pills, Axiom, all that. Let's go.
Yep.
And
Um,
you were saying?
yeah, just to go into it a little bit. It's something that happens at disc golf courses. Um, and if this has ever happened to you before, leave your experience down in the comments if you'd like. We'll read them. Because I'm honestly curious to see if this happens to anybody else or it's just me and you, because I'm sick of it, dude. I can't do it anymore and I need to get it off my chest. I'm gonna let you go first, but
Yeah,
we
because
are tired
yeah.
of going to the disc golf course and just people in the way, not having a clue what is going on around them, not knowing their surroundings. If you walked up to them and asked them, "Hey, where are you at right now?" They would have no idea that they are on a disc golf course, and it's time for that to stop. I'm getting sick of it. I'll let you take it away. You can go over your experiences, and then I'll
Okay.
throw mine out there.
I really just had a couple recently, like within the past couple of weeks, that really just kind of, tipped me over the edge. And made Logan and I want to speak about it because you actually had an experience this week at Dice Hill Disc Golf Course in Dover, Ohio. So
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
get to
he's
that.
gonna he's gonna definitely get to that. So I'll start, but little side note, this is actually exactly related to this. Pop Stroke the other day, little disc golf course, or not disc golf course, excuse me, mini putt course designed by Tiger Woods. Group of five, a couple holes ahead of us, going one by one on the putt course. So they would tee off. Everybody else would be sitting down. They would knock it in 3 or 4, and then the next person would go. So they would spend at least about 10 minutes a hole on a mini golf hole that you would usually play a full par 4 or 5 on a regular golf course in about 10 minutes. We're looking at a pretty significant difference there. Um, so I'll move on from that, but let's talk about disc golf here. I would say my most recent and most tragic experience was Conocido Disc Golf Park. So it's a little 9 basket 18 tee pad course, if that makes sense to you guys. I'm sure you might have played one. They do exist, and are kind of common, but there's kind of a lot here that do that. So out here in Arizona, but yeah. So I'm going through my round, and guy and his partner. It's a 450-foot hole, dead straight through some trees, and I actually have people waiting on me behind the tee pad, and a gentleman is standing. They've actually tapped out. They've finished the hole. His buddy's going piss in a tree by a public park, with children, relatively in the area. They're on the soccer field. I first of all speechless at that. And his buddy was standing dead center of the fairway, smoking a cigarette, unaware of his surroundings. And like Biddy said, if you went up to him and asked him, "Hey, sir, do you know where you are currently at right now?" He would certainly scorn at you, or just say, "You know what? I don't. What's going on here?" If they were being honest there, okay. But most people are not. So as far as that goes, dude, you just got to look around for once. You got to look around. Are you in someone's way, or are you not? Spatial awareness is one of my biggest pet peeves in life, whether it is, in the airport, during a, journey in your vehicle. It's, whether you're out on the disc golf course, you just, the experience is too much. And I thought I was the only one, because Scottsdale is just a very, very busy area. There's a lot of people at a lot of parks around here, so you're gonna run into that. And me and my buddy, when we go play, we definitely make the best of it. But it's just been happening too much lately, and I think that the game, you need to respect the sport first of all, and play the game. All that extra stuff, you can throw 2 shots if you're doing it vigilantly. But if you're taking 30 seconds every shot, you're not playing with any really pace of play, and you're kind of tapping out, standing by the hole. Then you're putting in your, "Hey, why don't you guys just get out of the way and then figure out what everybody scored on the hole?" But they just can't do that. So that's kind of my rant. That's my bit for the night on the topic. I'll let you express your discomfort, because it was pretty bad as a single the other day, which should have precedent over large groups such as what you were dealing with. So let's hear it, bud.
Yeah, so like you said, it was at Dis or it was at Dice. I don't know where that came from, but
Sure.
it was at Dice Hill. So they have a red tee pad and a white tee pad there. The red tee pads are fairly short, like it's fairly easy. And then but if you play the whites, that's like a championship level course. Like it's long, it's hard, there's tunnel shots, there's trees, it's high elevation, low elevation, like there's a crazy amount of shots that you have to be able to have. So I pull up to the park, I I park, get my bag ready, get my shoes on, I'm ready to go. I head over to the practice basket. I'm the only one there. Literally nobody else is even in the park. So I'm putting for like 15, 20 minutes. And then I see a car pull up. There's 2 guys and a woman that get out. I'm like, oh, obviously they have their bags with them, so I'm like, oh, I know they're gonna play. So I'm already done with my practice putting. So I'm thinking, oh, I'm just gonna go over to the white tees, just get out in front of them because I was playing by myself. As I'm rounding up my discs and putting them back in my bag, they put all of their bags, all of their drinks, their car keys, wallets, phones on the white tee pad. What would possess you to do that when the tee pad is about 100 feet from the practice basket? And then the one guy and the one girl didn't even like practice putt. They just were just standing there, not even talking to each other, just standing there. And then the one guy came over and putted. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just let them go in front of me. I'm not in a big rush. Um, so I just putted again for about another 10, 15 minutes, let them get out. get out ahead of me. So they get out ahead of me, and then
Were they
I
playing the white tees, Logan?
no, they were playing the Reds.
Oh, okay. Okay, so gotcha.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually a good point. They had no
Yeah,
business
yeah.
putting their stuff on the white
No
tee
intent.
pads.
No right intent.
But like I said before, if I would have went over there and asked them like, hey, why are you putting your stuff on the white tee pads? They probably wouldn't have even known that there was white tee pads because they were playing the Reds.
And another question, what did it rain recently? Was there any snow on the ground, or was the ground pretty dry and they could have easily set it in the lush grass closer to the basket?
Surprisingly, it has been like 55 degrees in Ohio and sunny for the last week and a half. So the ground is
Roger
completely
that.
dry. There's no snow. I mean, and this was on Sunday, and it was probably one of the nicest days in the last 3 or 4 months.
All right. Well, there's more to
So,
this, so
so they are off on hole one. They're up by the basket, and I'm like, all right, well, I can go now. So I go to the white tee pad. Another group pulls up, and they get out, and it's three guys and a kid. He probably looked like 6 or 7, I don't know. So I was like, all right, well, at least I got to get in front of them because I really don't want to wait behind two groups. So there's a group of three in front of me and a group of three and a kid behind me now. So I'm just playing the whites, just minding my own business. And if you've ever played dice, I know a lot of you listening probably don't know what I'm talking about, but the reds there are fairly short, but the whites is like it's like 7,200 feet or something like that. Like that's a pretty long course. So there's a big disparity from the red tee pads to the white tee pads on every hole. So like you're walking to the reds and then you got to walk 250, 350 feet back to the whites. So I'm like, I shouldn't really catch the people in front of me because I was taking my time. I was trying to play it as like a tournament round because I'm going to start playing tournaments soon. So I do end up catching them on hole two, though, surprisingly. Because I mean, I'm playing by myself and I was only throwing one shot. So they're like, "Oh, you can go through," and I was like, "Oh, it's no problem. Like, I'm not in a rush today. Um, I'm just trying to take my time, so I'm not worried about it at all. You guys just have fun, whatever." And obviously, you can tell from the story those people are not the problem. We'll get to that. So then we play. I'm at like hole 7 or 8, and then the group behind me finally catches up to me. And honestly, pretty crazy that they caught up to me because there was three people and like a 6 or 7 year old kid. So I don't know what they were doing,
playing the
but
Reds though.
well, yeah, they were playing the Reds, but
Yeah,
they were
still,
zooming.
yeah.
So I throw my new PDGA Insanity, and I threw it a little early, but not really. It was like a tunnel shot, but it kind of leaked out left. So I'm looking for it, and these people are on the tee pad, and I haven't put it out yet. I'm looking for my drive, and I just like I can just feel them on the tee pad. So I turn around, and they're like the dude has the disc in his hand, like he's like ready to throw, and I haven't even put it out yet. I haven't even found my disc. So I'm like, whatever. I just left it, bro. That's how like egregious this was. So I just leave it. And then I play like 9, 10, 11, 12, and they're still breathing down my neck. Breathing down my neck. So, and keep in mind the people in front of me are still in front of me. So it's like I can't go anywhere. What do you want me to do about it? So I get to 13 and it's like it's a par four. Well, it's a par five from the whites that I'm playing. And it's like 800 feet. And then the last 250, 300 feet is like 75 to 80 feet up. And the
Mm.
basket's like up in the tree line. So I'm in the middle of the hill and these people are down at the red tees. And like the red tees, it's only like a 400-foot shot, but it's uphill. So they can get to me if they throw. I throw my upshot to the basket. And as I'm picking up my bag, they're throwing. They're
I
throwing
believe
into
it.
me. And I was like, what's the point here? So I turn around and I got a little lippy with them. I said, hey, what are you guys doing here? Like, do you want to go through or can you like chill out? Because like you ain't going anywhere. There's people in front of me. And they're
Yeah,
like,
you'd have to pass
oh,
two groups. Yeah,
yeah. And they're like, oh, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. So then play another hole and
yeah,
then
and then you're gonna have make a single weight
yeah. So
behind
then
behind two groups of three.
yeah.
No,
And so I'm like, okay. So I continue playing, and then they're just on me the whole
Hey,
time.
to mention too, right? You're usually like only throwing one disc because you're pretty serious on like scoring rounds because like you said,
Yeah.
you're practicing. But
Yep.
like you're not practicing to the point where you want to throw your shoulder out. You know, you
No.
have a blue collar job, so you just want to get out there for a nice 18. You're playing fast, dude.
Yeah. I
Like there's no
like
reason for a group of three to be up you, dude. There's just not.
like on the UDisc app, it says like the average time it takes to complete a round for the white tees is like 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I can do it in like an hour and 20, like
Mhm.
easily. Obviously, I'm playing by
Yes.
myself,
Yeah.
but so I'm
Yeah.
not the problem. So then I get to 15,
I
16,
always wonder
17,
I
18.
always wonder what that app accounts for, you know what I mean? Like what group does that app account for? Just one person or like maybe like the average
It's probably
people
the
on a
average,
card
just
in their system, you know what I mean? Yeah,
yeah,
average people on a card in their
yeah.
system, how long do
Um,
they play it? That's just all it is. It's just it
yeah,
analytics. That's all it
yeah.
is. It's
So
not like someone's putting it to that. Yeah.
no. Yeah,
No.
so just to end the story, I was +2 at this point, which is a decent round at the whites. Like the course record's 8 under, which that's like
Anything around even's pretty good. Yeah.
you're playing really good if you shoot 8 under there, like really good. So anything around
Mhm.
even's pretty good. So I'm
What's your
shooting
what's
plus
the most
two.
you've shot there? What's the best
Uh,
you didn't you go
I
like -4 maybe?
no, I think it's -3. I'd have to look at the UDisc app,
Oh,
but
okay. It
it was either
was pretty
three or
good.
two down. Which
Like
yeah,
a
I was
clean
playing
card,
really good.
maybe
Yeah,
no or one bogey if I remember correctly. But
I think I shot 3 down and had one bogey, so I had 4 birdies. But
yeah,
yeah, this
let's just
round it
get to
was
the
just
point, bro. Like,
I was
what do we
just
want to what do we want to inform the people here, dude?
I, it's just my dad used to tell this to me at a very young age. Whenever I was
Something's going on out there. Holy shit. Go ahead, bro.
whenever what's going on out there?
Them pigeons.
Scottsdale, Scottsdale.
Them
No,
pigeons.
but
Yeah.
at a very young age, my dad would tell me, learn the sport. And that stuck with me. So
Hmm.
now anytime something like that happens, I just like just learn the sport. And like just to finish the point, don't
And hey, dude, to finish the point as well, I got a little whatever you want to call that, phrase, whatever. Dad spoke it to me today in the car, man. He said, this is a good way to teach the kids football, but hey, this applies, dude. You do it right, you do it light. You do it wrong, you do it long. And and
absolutely.
and that like I'm all for going to play 36 holes. Biddy and I are the same, dude. We'll go
Uh,
play disc golf till our ears fall off our heads. But you can't do that if a round is taking 2 hours instead of its allotted time that you thought you were going to the course and playing, but
yeah,
so many factors have just ruined that. So
yeah. I mean, that's
disc golf is still the greatest sport in the world. Do not get us wrong.
no, it is. There's just
We are not hating here whatsoever. We are trying to just kind of push the issue, like Biddy said at the start of this. Just press the issue. You hear a lot of flack at Brody and Drew for being haters. Like this may sounded like we are. This is personal experience.
yeah,
To we're not going out and saying, oh, we saw this happen. No, dude, it's right here and it's here to stay unless somebody says something about it instead of just talking about like, oh, it's just slow play. It's
yeah,
more than that, dude. It's a lack of awareness, it's a lack of spatial recognition of where you are in life and what you are currently doing. And this is a sport we're all just trying to have fun at the end of the day. And the course could just flow so nicely if it wanted. And dude, you will not catch me get mad at someone for looking for a disc that they may have
absolutely
lost
not.
in front of us. Take 3 to 5 minutes. I'm okay back here. I
Absolutely.
would do that for any disc in my bag. It's in my bag for a reason. You know what I mean? So it's just stuff like that, the
Yeah,
extracurricular stuff. Smoking a cigarette, in the middle of the fairway, 400 feet up, when that's probably my landing zone through those trees. I ain't gonna get 450. It's a very, very long par three. Just standing there, dude. And it's a 9 basket course on an 18-hole course. You know that there's always going to probably be someone throwing into it at some type of angle. You might want to go up on the sidewalk, bud. You just might want to ponder that.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Just to finish off my point, you got the group in front of me, which they did absolutely nothing wrong. They on hole two, they said, "Hey, you can go in front of us." Like that's exactly what you would want if you're a single on a course and you're behind a group of three. But the people
mhm.
behind me, like, come on, dude. Like, I don't even, I just don't have words for it. So that's just all I'm going to speak about on that. Let's get to something exciting, dude.
Yeah, it's like
It's
it's like one yeah, real to end on that. It's one thing if you're like just waiting on the tee bud, but if you're throwing at someone, Achilles bashing them while they're picking up their bag by the basket, like come on, just
yeah,
wait
that
30 seconds. 30
yeah, those
seconds. We're big guys, we're fast walkers. It don't take us long to play if you guys would just give us a little time. So
yeah.
to something fun, you introduce it, bro. You're the
Let's
one
get
who
up.
kind of set the
Let's
whole
get
list up. Let's see it.
let's get off our soapbox here and
Yep.
let's talk
Yep.
about the professional disc golfings that's about to start happening.
And
Um,
which is what is going to make us, make a good big impact in this game. We're going to bring it to you guys a little bit different. We got some plans in the works.
yep.
If you're hearing me.
We're gonna do pre-tourney and post-tourney every week for every tournament. You're
Mhm.
gonna see some analysis from us. You're gonna see picks from us. We're just gonna talk about anything that's relevant to the tournament,
We're
what's
gonna
going
have
on.
Dweeter. Dweeter's
Yep.
gonna be back on the pod when he can, and he's gonna be presenting us some good questions and information and
Yep.
kind of things we can do there. So should be a lot of
So
fun, and we hope you guys stick around because we're gonna try to make them in that I'm gonna say 35 to 50 slash yeah 35 to 50 minute increments, and we'll see if we can get all the information to you. Hopefully a lot less than that. So
yeah,
heck yeah, man.
it's gonna take a little bit of trial and error, but we're gonna trim
Yeah.
it down
Yep.
to what we need. So just gonna go straight into it here. It's All-Star weekend down in Florida, playing at Olympus. Uh, Paul Macbeth and Dylan Cease's newly acquired course used to be a temporary course just for throw down the mountain, but now it is a fully open to the public course. It's open to the public, right?
Yeah, it should be now. Yeah. Or like
Yeah.
after
So
this, maybe this might
yeah,
be like
after
the
the
grand
event,
opening.
yeah, I've been watching a ton of YouTube videos just trying to see the course because I heard it's really
Yeah,
sweet and there's a lot of different throws and stuff like that.
absolutely.
I forget I forget whose video I was watching, but they were still like putting in like flowers and a bunch of trees, like and stuff like
Mm.
that to make the course look better. So I'm excited to see what it looks like because in the YouTube videos it did not look good, but that's to be expected. They're still doing some updates to it to get it ready for the pros.
Yeah.
So yeah, All Star Weekend starts tomorrow. Um, it should be interesting, dude. I'm pretty excited about this. Last year was really the first year that I started watching disc golf. Um, didn't really watch it too intently. I watched it here and there. But this year I'm excited. I'm gonna watch it every week. Obviously I have to bring you guys the information.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm just excited about it. So we're gonna talk about that, and there's gonna be some skills challenges between the MPO and FPO. There's going to be doubles on Saturday and there's going to be singles on Sunday. So we're just going to go through it all. And we're going to give you our honest analysis of it. We're going to give you some picks, maybe say some funny things. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and
Maybe.
get right into it. We got the skills challenges tomorrow. We're recording this on Thursday, but it's going to come out tomorrow. So Friday at 1, the skills challenges start, and it's going to start with the FPO side. So there's going to be putting, um, accuracy, and distance. There's going to be a mix of the all stars that are a part of the All Star weekend, and then there's going to be a mix of just other professionals on the tour that got invited to participate in the individual challenges because unlike last year, they are not going to count for any points towards the team standings. So we're just going to jump right into the FPO. We're kind of running out of time. We don't want the pod to be too long, so we're going to kind of skim through the FPO so we can get to the MPO where we have a little bit better knowledge of the players and what's going on. So just to start off with the putting for the FPO, you're gonna have Owen Scoggins, Cat Merch, Deanne Carey, Morgan Linz, Jordan Linz, and Katrina Allen. Um, so I don't really know too much about them. I know Owen Scoggins, Cat Merch, and Katrina Allen. Um, so it's either going to be one of those three for me.
we just
I
didn't we just didn't watch enough FPO coverage last year to
Yeah,
know like the other names other than like, the top 30. Or
yeah,
like, but like obviously these are clearly the top 30, but like maybe I'll cut it down to top like 20. Like I
yeah,
got a pretty good idea of like, household names, but
yeah.
um
So
yeah,
I think
so is the idea that it kind of is appearing that like, they'll add one or two people that aren't on an all-star team.
yeah.
They'll bring them in and have them have a chance at it as well, which I like. That's a cool idea. If people can make it and they're good at that skill, then why not have them? So
Well, it's
it's
just
cool.
like the all-star teams. There's two teams for the FPO and two teams for the MPO, and there's six people on each team. So
Yeah, it's
really,
the same as basketball.
yeah, I mean, you don't really want to see the same people competing in every single skills challenge. So I do
Mm,
kind of like that they're including, other professionals from, the tour. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm just gonna go ahead and say Owen Scoggins is gonna win the putting. I feel like
give
that's a
me
pretty safe bet.
give me cat rat, give me cat merch.
Yeah, it was either Owen or Cat for me. So I like the
Yeah,
little variety. And
yep,
if you tune back in on Sunday, you'll see who was right.
yep,
We're just going to move quickly through. Now we're going to go to accuracy. So you
yep,
got Missy Gannon, Sarah Hokum, Jessica Weiss, Allie Smith, and Macy Veladiaz. Um, I know a little bit more about these
yes,
ladies.
yep.
Um, I do know that Sarah Hokum can do a lot with a disc. She's been doing it for quite some time. Same with Missy Gannon. Um,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure Jessica Weiss, Ali Smith, and Maisie Vela Diaz are relatively new to the tour, but they're good in their own right. Um, but if I had to pick one, I'll go with Sarah Hokum just because she's MVP.
Ah, you squirrel.
I might have stole. You can go with her too. I
Give
mean,
me give me Macy. I know a little bit about her. Macy Valadiaz. I like her game. I've watched a little bit above her or about her. Yeah, dude, give me her for the accuracy. I've seen a couple highlights of her on the tour last year. Is just some either super parking some stuff or
yeah,
hitting a good scramble shot. So
yeah.
yeah, give me her for accuracy for sure.
She had
We'll
she had
move
a
on to distance.
she
Yeah,
had a couple of good throw-ins last year on the tour too. So
heck yeah.
she's definitely got some accuracy.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, we'll just go to distance now. You got Holland Handley, Ella Hansen, Evelina Salonen, Hannah Blumrose, Eliezra Midling, and Haley King. So they didn't short with the arm power here. They got some spinners. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Ella Hansen off the top. I know she can spin it pretty good. Uh, I know
Evelina and
Evelina.
Henna,
Yep, I know they can too.
Roach.
Holland can throw it good. She just spent the whole off season designing her own disc golf course, so she's been playing.
Sweet.
So
Yeah.
you know she's going to be dialed. And then I'll let Wade talk about one of the other contestants because he's seen her uh, throw the pill and she throws it pretty far. So I'll let him take it away.
Well,
I'll let him pick first.
yeah, so I guess it was either today or yesterday. I was watching a YouTube video of Braden Sides disc golf. He's pretty young MPO player. I think he's like 10-20 rated somewhere around there. So they were playing at Olympus, and they were doing a practice round with Eliezer, him and Joey Buckets, another up and comer who's going to be pretty good this year and many years to come. But yeah, she was talking about how like she was throwing in the distance competitions, 470 something, 450 something. And then she pulled out a number I ain't heard an FPO throw ever. And it was 536. And I said, wow, she's only 16. She's got that potential this early. And if you've ever seen her, she freaking reaches that thing back, sticks her foot in the ground and just absolutely soaches the pill at a very fast and spinny rate. So I Biddy and I will agree on this. We both got her for the distance comp, like hands down. We already kind of discussed about that off this and privately. So
Yep.
yeah, dude, give me her for sure. She might have been talking about the most recent distance comp that they posted on YouTube from Jomez. I haven't actually
Hmm.
watched that yet because it's like almost 2 hours long.
Yeah, I know.
So
I
I was
saw it
like,
too, but I
okay,
didn't watch it.
that's like a cinema. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. I don't know. That just seems like a lot. They could have cut it to something, but we'll
Yeah, and
see.
I don't really like watching distance competitions because it's like I want to see people throw good shots. Like they're just trying to throw it far. Like it is cool, but
It's
not
cool.
two
One,
hours cool.
yeah, and like every 1 out of 10 is like, oh, that there goes that baby. But the others are like, man, I don't, I
Yeah.
don't know if that's going anywhere. You can just see
Well,
it's either super hyzer or super turn because most of the times there's like gale force winds on the course or whatever wherever they're playing that day for no
yeah,
reason. Just of course, same on tournament days as well. You see
yeah,
an existential amount of wind. So for some reason,
yep.
so
Just to finish up the distance, you're going with Eliezra. I'm
yep,
going to too.
middling.
But if there's anybody that I think that could take her down, it would definitely be Ella Hansen. Just had to throw that out there.
Yeah,
I'm
there
not
you
picking
go.
her, but
There
I'm
you
just
go.
saying. Um,
Yeah.
all right, so now on Saturday, we're gonna skip to Saturday and then we're gonna go back to Friday for the MPO after the FPA is all the way through. So Saturday they're doing doubles matches. So Own has her and five other members of her team, and she has picked her doubles teams, and so has Missy Gannon, and they are going to be going 2v2. There's going to be three matches for the FPO. The first one is going to be Owen Scoggins and Haley King versus Missy Gannon and Holland Handley. So I think that, I mean, all of these matchups are going to be pretty good, FPO and MPO, but you know, this one, Owen is a very consistent player. Haley King is too. Missy Gannon is consistent, and so is Holland Hanley. So this should be a really close match. Um, I think they're going to do it match play. So like if you win a hole, you're up one. If you
Mhm.
tie, you tie. So I don't think it's stroke play. So that might sway my decision if I knew that for sure. But in match play, I don't know. I think I'd have to give this one to Missy Gannon and Holland Handley. I don't know about you.
Nah, dude, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm going Owen and Haley King for sure. I'm a big fan of Haley King. I think she's got super smooth form and could pop off in any minute. She had a lot of good showings this year. So and I'm a big Owen fan. She was actually over at Shelly Sharp, one of the two like really like two or three touring pros that were there. So that was cool to see her walking around and yeah, give me them.
Match two is Jessica Weiss paired up with Hannah Blumrose, and they're going against Ella Hansen and Allie Smith. What do you think?
No comment. Not no nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
just
don't really
playing.
know. So
I'm just playing. I think I definitely I'm going with Ella Hansen and Ali Smith.
yeah, just off of my prior
Yeah.
knowledge of the FPO, I'm gonna go with Ella Hansen and Allie Smith too. I think they might blow them out too, actually.
Yes, sir.
And then the last match for the FPO is Kat Merch and Macy Vela Diaz versus Katrina Allen and Sarah Hokum. So in this matchup, you have Kat Merch and Macy Vela Diaz, which are two young and up and coming stars in the FPO, versus Katrina Allen and Sarah Hokum, which are very established in the FPO. They've been around a long
Seasoned
time.
vets.
They've won a lot of tournaments. So I'm actually curious to see how this match unfolds because
And they did a great job with this matchup too.
I know,
This is the matchup that I'm seeing in front of me. This is the one that's gonna, kind of be the most interesting for me to see play out. And just right off the bat, I'm kind of leaning towards Cat Merch and Macy just because I picked them in the skills challenge. Maybe they get hot, feeling good on Friday. Um, take that into Saturday, into the doubles match, and take down the like I said, seasoned vets of Katrina Allen and Sarah Hokum. So we
yeah.
shall see.
I think the big deciding factor in this match might be the veteran. They've been around say Kat and Macy get up early. I don't think that Katrina Allen and Sarah Hokom are gonna, really stutter or
Mm,
worry about it too much. I think they'll be able to battle back. But on the other hand, if that's flipped, if Katrina Allen and Sarah Hokom can get up early, I wonder,
I like that. Yeah.
them being young, do they know how to come back and fight back? So I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to go ahead and lean with Katrina Allen and Sarah Hokom on this one. So,
Nice.
but I do think that that's definitely the best FPO matchup by far.
Hmm.
And I'm kind of excited to see that one.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll just skip to Sunday singles. They're all going to be playing their own shot, and it is stroke play. I know that. Um, so who do you think is gonna take that down? Obviously, they're only playing one 18-hole round.
So that's the whole team, all 12 people are playing, six from each team.
Yep.
Yep. Give me team Missy or team own, huh? Let's see. Give me Yeah, if I'm gonna ride heavy on Cat Merch and Macy all weekend, then give me team own for sure. Absolutely. And I think, dude, based on what you've picked so far, I think you're going team Missy, ain't you? You picked Sarah and you picked you're liking Ella for maybe the distance comp if she can get a good rip out there.
Yep.
And also Holland Hanley in the doubles match. So
Yep.
yeah, dude. If it correct me if I'm wrong, but I see you're leaning.
Yep. You would be correct with your assumptions, my friend.
Nice, nice.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely leaning Team Missy. I mean, I think this could go either way. So
Yeah,
you'll
could have
just have to
could.
tune back into Sunday to see who was right.
Yeah. A lot of good
Um,
matchups there for sure.
yep,
Head
it
on
should be
over to
interesting.
MPO.
Oh yeah.
Juicy, juicy stuff there.
Now we go. Now we're gonna let the big dogs eat.
Eagle
Okay.
McMahon, no lefty showing.
Yeah, we're kind of sad about that because we're big MVP guys, but
Yeah, I wanted to
I
wanted to
think it's
see it.
better. There's no reason for him to go out there and throw lefty. Like just let your body heal. We need that guy back.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Of
now we're gonna flash back to Friday, the skills challenges, and now we're gonna talk about the NPO. Okay.
course, I got something in my eye. That's great.
Yeah, get it out. You'll be all right.
I got it. I got
Rub
it.
some dirt on it.
I got it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So putting for the MPO, the contestants are Ricky Wysocki, Gannon Burr, Matt Oram, Andrew Marweed, James Proctor, and Isaac Robinson.
That's
So
correct.
we do know a little bit more about these gentlemen. Um, I know that all of these guys can putt pretty good. So I mean, I think you could pick just about anybody and they could win. So there's really no analysis that I can give you other than I'm just gonna pick somebody. Um,
You did? Yeah.
as we know though, Andrew Marweed not too long ago has had back issues. You saw it firsthand. So
Putting
could
though,
that
he's good, man. He's still got the
I
putt.
know. So could that be a lingering issue? Probably not. He's had about a month or so now to, get that
And he
healed up.
actually he played in another one since. So
Oh, he did?
he
Okay.
sure
So
did.
yeah, he's good. He's good. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Isaac Robinson. I just watched the whole coverage on
Yeah.
Ace Run Pro, the Savannah Open, and let me tell you, he looks really good right now. Like
He does look
he's gonna have a big year, dude.
give me Ricky, dude. I'm liking his stroke a lot lately. If you've been watching his IG stories out in Scottsdale, maybe a little bias there, but if he's got it dialed and he's aiming for top center band, he's dropping it. He's dropping it in the chains every time. You can definitely count on that. And he's just got a lot of versatility in his straddles and his jumpers and his C2s and just different angles where that he can put the disc on. He's got that flat release by nature, so if he ever needs to adjust, he's doing quite well in that. So
All right, so for the accuracy, you got Aaron Gossage, Chris Dickerson, who is taking Eagles' place on the All-Star selection team. And then you got Kyle Klein, Alden Harris, and Ezra Robinson, who is the younger brother, I believe, of Isaac Robinson. Um,
I know they're brothers.
I mean, for this, I mean, they're all top notch in accuracy. There's a reason that they were picked for this skills challenge. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong with anybody. But I think I'm gonna go with a little bit of a dark horse here, who I
I
don't
was
think
thinking of going with one as well.
I
There's
don't
two here.
I'm gonna go with Alden Harris, dude.
Okay. I was gonna go sweet baby Kyle Klein,
Yeah,
USDGC winner.
he's a smooth
It's
criminal.
kid's got a smooth pill on him. Yeah, he does. Yeah, give me him, dude. I don't know why that name just jumped out to me on there, but yeah, I was just like, Aaron Gossage, he's a little shaky. Chris Dickerson, I don't really know. He's got that quick release. Maybe it's not firing that day. I said, but Kyle Klein, his timing ain't ever off, dude. That's all
Nope,
I gotta say.
nope.
And he's kind of developed a little forehand lately, hasn't he? So if we see any challenges where he could bring that out, that'd be great.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, liking that a lot. So who we got in the distance bit?
We got Calvin Heimberg, AB, Cole Redolin, Garrett Gurthie, Albert Tom, and Ezra Adderholm.
So yeah, I'll speak on that first, real quick. First rip. I know Cora Dallin's got a smooth little shot on him. I didn't know he had distance
I know I was
entry
kind of
caliber.
surprised by seeing his name on that list,
See,
but
just seeing it, I had no assumption. I have no
yeah.
assumption. Oh, he's not gonna do well. Cora Dallin. Okay, that's all I
Hmm.
said. I said Cora Dallin. Okay, let's see it. So yeah, that could be an interesting one. Um, so the obvious pick, AB. That was an early pick for me. But let's go. If there's a sleeper on the board, it could be Albert Tam, bro. I mean, if he fires one out there and it
He can
catches drift,
he can
watch out.
absolutely rip it, dude.
It's like a slow to fast, and it's just
Dude, he's like
he's
six
just so
seven.
power. I know he's like giant.
Like he just has so much like torque, momentum, long arm. Like it's like the
Man,
perfect thing for a distance competition.
yeah,
If he
it
can
is.
if he can get one
Shame
out
Papa.
there, he's probably gonna win.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
again, Calvin Heimberg can absolutely twipple the pill. So it's like
He can twipple the
so can
pill,
it
but
so
but
can
then again,
AB, bro.
AB has thrown like 600 plus every time he showed up anywhere. And like
I
it's
know.
so hard to beat that.
I
Like
know.
nobody can just go out there and say, "Okay, let me throw it 600." Like they got to really hit on one. It could be one, two, or three out of his five throws at a time. Could touch
I
601 or farther.
I
It's
think
so ridiculous.
I read the rules of the distance competition, and if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure they get six throws. So
Okay,
out of one of those six throws, he's definitely throwing it 600 feet, bro.
no doubt. No doubt.
Like
Obviously
that's
depends on the elevation and wind, but I mean, there ain't much that could stop that kid and one of his, venoms or nukes or whatever. You
yeah.
just
I
can't.
mean,
So,
he might throw the Luna farther than those guys.
yeah,
I've
dude,
seen him
maybe.
throw it. I've seen him throw it almost 400 feet, and that's a
Yeah.
putter.
Dude, 50% too. Can we talk about that
Yeah.
on
And if you don't
50%?
know what we're talking about, go watch the Shelly Sharp Memorial. The kid throws a
Yeah,
Luna on what hole's that, four?
all of them.
Oh, well, yeah, all of them, but
I
on four especially, where he just mm,
think it's like three. It's like hole three, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, it's hole three. Hole three.
Now we're moving on to Saturday dubs. We got Calvin Heimberg and James Proctor versus Isaac and Ezra Robinson. Um, I kind of like this matchup because obviously, the brothers, they're probably going to play really well together, unless unless they get in a fight, like a brotherly fight. Maybe we get to see some hands thrown. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, James Proctor and Calvin Heimberg to me have not opposite games, but they play like a different style of play. So I'm kind of I'm kind of curious to see how that meshes. It might mesh really well. Just to see two different angles at a whole, and maybe one of them is way better than the other one, and then that actually ends up helping them. So I don't know. I don't really know who I'm gonna pick. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, this one's actually pretty tough. I'm kind of man. For some reason, I just feel like Calvin and James are just gonna go off. Like they're in Florida.
Calvin is
Calvin
from
Heim
Florida.
Calvin Heimberg in Florida might be dangerous.
He is
It
from
might, it
Florida.
just might be, dude. I can't write that off in my head. I
Yeah.
can't. It won't leave me.
And
Like, how
that,
do you like, dude? Isaac and Ezra though, they just gotta have probably just the not, insane chemistry, but a lot better than probably Calvin and Proctor, who are sort of internal guys. They don't do a lot of hooting and hollering online. They're
hmm,
just kind of to themselves. So maybe that chemistry will take the Robinson brothers over the top. We'll just have to see. That this
yeah.
one's a toss up.
Yeah, it's definitely a 50-50 toss up for me. And if I had to lean one way, I'd say the Robinson brothers.
Yeah. It was 51-49 for me. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You bet. The second matchup is AB and Ricky Wysocki. So you got the little Scottsdale Phoenix connection there. I guess Phoenix isn't really close to Scottsdale. I should probably not talk
Yeah, it
about
is.
it. Is it?
Oh yeah.
Uh, I was
You
right.
bet.
I was right. We're doing great things. So you got that little connection there, and then you got Kyle Klein and Gannon Burr, which are now teammates.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting
DM
matchup.
boys.
So this is
Yeah.
an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Um, I know who you're gonna take. Come
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
let's be real. You're
Oh yeah.
taking AB and Wysocki. Come on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Next.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I'll go Kyle Klein and Gannon Burr.
And you're not just saying that,
Psych.
are you? Oh,
Psych. AB and Wysocki are gonna mop those kids.
squidge them.
They're gonna win. If it's match play, they're gonna beat them. They're gonna beat them with 4 holes to go. There's gonna be no chance for them to come back, so they're just gonna end the
Wow.
match.
Bold statement. I like it.
Um, but if it's stroke play, which I don't think it is, they'll win by 5 shots.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, and then to the last matchup, you got Chris Dickerson filling in for Eagle, like we said. And he's going to be paired up with Matt Oram, and they're going to be taking on Cole Redolin and Aaron Gossage, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care too much about this matchup, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
It's definitely the worst one out of the three.
Yeah.
Um, but the worst part about it is that, well, I guess this is Saturday, so singles are out there. Never mind. I was going to say this is going to be like a really important matchup to see who wins, but it's not really.
Mm.
Um,
Bro, your
yeah.
dog in the background is acting wild, bro.
Oh, is he back there?
Buster,
Oh, he's
look
on the
at
couch.
Buster. What him doing?
Buster, what are you doing back there?
Dude, he's like throwing around pillows, bro. I was just watching him for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, he does
Here
that.
he comes.
There he is.
Yeah,
You want to say hi?
sure. Give him attention so he's not barking. Just like pet him while we talk.
I
But
did. He's good.
okay.
Um, yeah, I mean, I could care less about this matchup. I might turn my TV off.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, I like Chris Dickerson. Don't really care for Matt Oram. I do like Goss and Radalin, so maybe I'll watch it. But Matt Oram
Yeah.
just leaves a sour taste in my mouth.
I mean, I know who I'm picking, brother.
Yeah, and it's
give me,
not
give
Matt
me,
Oram.
give me Cole and Goss if I know
Yeah,
what's right for me.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay, Buster.
Yeah, my dog's getting a little antsy.
We're
But
almost done. We're almost done, ladies
that's
and gentlemen.
how it be with a dog sometimes.
Yep. Yeah,
And
man.
then the
So
only thing left is really the singles on Sunday.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
and then which team you think is going to win? You think Team Heinberg or
Dude.
Team Robinson?
I don't know. I know.
It's kind of tough, man. I mean,
It is this one. Looking at it this way makes it a little tougher. Because I really like Calvin, I really like Ricky, and I really like AB. But the other three in that on that team just don't interest me or excite me much. There's I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. If
yeah,
all a
I
team
mean,
I if all a team Isaac's clicking, dude, they're gonna be all right though. So
well, yeah,
give
that's
me
like,
hey dude, give me Team Calvin. I'm still rolling with the Scottsdale boys. I'm still rolling with the Florida boy, the Florida John, the Florida Jet. Give them to
yes,
me
sir.
and give them to me on a platter served like a pizza, if you know what I mean.
Ooh,
Pause, by the
speaking
way.
game right there. No, you're
Pause, by the
fine.
way.
You're fine.
Okay.
Um, yeah, like you said, with Team Isaac, you got Isaac Robinson, Ezra Robinson, Gannon Burr, Kyle Klein. I mean, Gannon Burr, Kyle Klein, teammates now. Isaac, Ezra brothers. Isaac, Gannon Burr friends, really good friends. And then you got Gossage, kind of the outlier, and then Colbert Allen. I mean, like you said, if they're playing
He's
good,
kind
they're
of good at everything now. You know what I mean? Cole's just
yeah.
very well rounded player.
He's put a lot of
A
work
lot
into
of
his
a
game.
lot of these guys are, man, especially on Team Isaac, just a lot of well-rounded players.
Yeah.
Um, you know, Isaac's actually developing a forehand now. I don't know if you saw a little clip of that. I'm sure he did. He parked it with whatever he little flex on him.
Oh,
Looks
dude,
smooth, not gonna lie.
if you want to see this, if you want to see the status of Isaac Robinson's game, I suggest you go watch the Savannah Open on Ace Run Pro. That kid threw,
I'll have to go watch that, dude.
yeah,
I haven't
no,
tapped into that yet.
you seriously do need to go watch it because he threw more forehands in those, I think 3 rounds, well, it was 2 rounds, and then they played like a final 6 holes. It was kind of weird, but in those 2 rounds in the final 6 holes, he probably threw more forehands in that amount of time than he did all year on tour last year.
And I guarantee
Because he's
he's
comfortable with it now.
and I guarantee that like he's gonna sort of try to lean on it more in a tournament of that caliber, kind of a little smaller tier. But like, it's still gonna affect his rating. These people don't play and stuff for no reason. So he honestly, like you said, probably feels pretty comfortable with it. I don't. I'm interested to see how much he pulls it out on tour at some of the bigger courses. Because I know he's just got such a dominant backhand, dude. Honest to God, one of the top three, if not top two, and if not top one backhand in the game. Like there's a lot of good players there, but he's dude. You just can't get much better than his accuracy and consistency
Yeah, well, I mean, he just didn't really have a forehand last year that he could rely on.
at all.
So
Yeah,
he had to have a very good backhand. So he could throw any shot backhand. But now
yeah,
I'm telling you, you got to watch it. He's gonna be a force this year on tour if he can trust his forehand, because where he would throw like a backhand turnover shot previously, he's just gonna throw a forehand now. And I'm telling you, dude, it looks pretty smooth.
really, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, his putt's one of the smoothest, so there's no reason he can't just flick his wrist and get it to go where he wants. So heck yeah, bro. We'll definitely see on that. You guys go watch All Star Weekend.
We'll be
Today,
back.
tomorrow, Sunday.
We'll be back
Obviously
with
we're
an
posting this
episode.
on
Well, we're posting this tomorrow.
slash today, aka Friday, aka February 16th.
Yep.
That's first
And
day of the playings.
and then we'll be back on Sunday after all the coverage rounds up, and we'll give you our
Yep,
little recap of the event. And then maybe we'll throw in a little 5 to 10 minute preview of the chess.com.
sure.
Just get our feet a little wet and ready to go.
So
But
yeah, see
yeah,
how everybody plays at the All
it was
Star
a
event to make our predictions.
good episode tonight, brother.
Sure was, dude. Yeah,
Always fun talking pill.
we'll leave him with that. And as always, disc golf different. Throw
Absolutely.
gyro, you idiot.
And if you don't go get the Eagle uh envy, you're
You're
wrong.
wrong.
Peace.
And if you don't speed up your disc golf play, you're incorrect.
Amen.
See ya.
See you, brother.